Hi there guys, it's Vera here, and in today's video blog we are going to cover 5 most common mistakes that I see people do when they start ever training after having a baby. So postnatal training mistakes, what you need to be aware of. So postnatal training can be really beneficial if it's programmed correctly. If it's not, it can also create a lot of damage on the body. So I don't want to scare you and so you feel like you can't do anything, but I just want to make sure that you're aware how important this topic is, and because I'm really passionate about it, I feel like there is a need for me to share this. It's also not your fault because obviously when you had your 6-week check from the doctors, normally you're just free to go and do whatever you want and however you want to go back to your training in your life. So there is no guidelines for you ever to follow, so it's not your fault. But please do be aware of the next five things that I'm going to mention, and if you know that you're doing one of them, please stop and seek advice and ask people for help who know what they're doing and they're qualified and they know where your body is, and they can create a program for you based on where you're at in your life right now. And that doesn't mean that you're not going to do your regular normal stuff, what you did before you had a baby. So mistake number 1 is a lot of people completely ignore the stress that the core and your pelvic floor has been through during the pregnancy, labor and delivery. It's really important to understand that physiologically where your body has been through a lot of change, and it has been so much pressure on your core and your pelvic floor, and we need to take that into consideration when we're programming your training plan. Second thing is people are not aware of diastasis recti, which is your common abdominal muscle separation, which every woman is going through when they are pregnant, and obviously not being able to assess females for to see where the tension is, how much tension is it there, how much is the gap, can we bring the tension back, can we not, like what can we do with what we have where you are at right now. So this is really important because this can create a lot of long-term problems in terms of your core dysfunction and actually a separation of your abdominals even further, having even less tension, which we definitely don't want. Problem number 3 is that people starting to do a lot of exercises which put a lot of direct pressure on the diastasis recti and your pelvic floor, which therefore will create or can cause a lot of long-term damage. So I would say that please do, after your 6-week checkups, try to go and see your pelvic floor physio to assess you. How is your pelvic floor healing? Is it okay? Is it functioning right? So then you can really see where you are at and what you need to work with and what can you do, so you don't put too much pressure on the pelvic floor, because we know if you put too much pressure on your pelvic floor, there can be long-term problems linked to incontinence, prolapse, and all sorts of other pelvic floor dysfunction. So we need to be really careful of not doing any too much damage in the early stages. And then problem number 4, which I see, is people start doing really early after having a child high impact exercises, so being it jumping, jump squat, jumping lunges, being it running. So there is a lot of pressure comes again on the pelvic floor, and it's too much. We should not be doing those kind of exercises if we just had a baby. And the last thing I see is people returning to the running too soon. Running is one of their high impact exercises, and it's classified as a lot of pressure. It goes onto the pelvic floor. So please, if you have been running before you got pregnant, or you have been running during the pregnancy, you've got to wait for at least 3 months or 12 weeks just to give your body recover, repair, get everything going. If you want that cardio workout feeling, just get out and go for a walk. So walking in postnatal is the king. Keep walking, but I would definitely wait for at least 3 months before you start running or doing any intervals or any running sort of exercises. So I hope this helps, and if you are struggling to think of what can not do, or you have any issues in your postnatal training, please do reach out and let me know. I will be happy to help.